एकदम ग्रर। मेरा आंटी ऐसे करो ग्रर। Welcome back to another video. This one's not your usual here's what I did all day vlog, but I'm taking you through my meals and maybe in a deeper way through my journey. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Sanjana and I'm usually on a time crunch. No, seriously, I say that a lot. Probably my favorite excuse for not cooking elaborate meals, but today I was feeling a little fancy, so I actually made myself 3 proper meals. Hi, so we are making avocado toast for breakfast. And I'm making it for the first time ever. And for breakfast, I made this avocado toast I saw all over the internet with boiled eggs, sriracha, and of course, some unnecessary but cute plating. By the way, quick PSA, someone commented on my last video saying they thought I used an AI voice. I didn't. YouTube has this new auto-dubbing feature that translates and changes your voice automatically for other languages. So if you're hearing a robotic version of me, turn that off. Okay, back to our main story. I've always grown up as the athletic girl, the sports quota girly, you know what I mean? But even then, I was always the big girl, the tallest in class, the one who always stood at the back in every line. I was never tiny. And somewhere along the way, I started noticing that a lot of my friends could eat anything and never think twice about it. And I couldn't. I don't mean to sound like a pick-me, but I used to genuinely wonder, how do they do it? How are they eating without guilt? How are they not gaining weight? And I couldn't help but compare, especially because I grew up seeing people, including my own sister, being put down for their weight. It scared me. I didn't want to be treated like that. So very early on, I started believing that how I looked, my weight, was something that could either protect me or ruin me.
Professional mindset.
But the real turning point was class 10th. That year, I wasn't just trying to prove myself to the world. I was trying not to be a disappointment to the people who saw me as the bright child, my parents. Even though I wasn't particularly bright, I was the one who always tried. I had to work really hard just to get above 95% in 10th grade. And with that pressure came my first real phase of binge eating. I used to eat late at night while studying. Food became the one thing I didn't have to perform for. The only thing that felt comforting after hours of revision, pressure, and proving. It didn't feel like a disorder at the time. It felt like survival. I used to stay up for hours at night, studying, stressing, surviving, and somewhere along the way, Maggie at midnight became a ritual. Sometimes we'd order in, sometimes my sister and I would make pasta together after a long day. And I still remember how thrilling that felt. Like this little pocket of joy in a world where everything else felt heavy. That sense of comfort through food, it started in 10th grade. That was also the year I became the only sibling at home. The late nights, the constant studying, the pressure to perform, it all became normal. And I did get the marks. I scored well, but I didn't feel like me. Then came 11th grade. I was made the sports head girl of my school. And yes, I had earned that title. I had been an athlete for years. I played, I trained, I won. But by the time I actually got that badge, I didn't feel like I deserved it because I didn't look like an athlete anymore. It's wild to think how much I had already internalized by then, that my body had to validate my identity, that if I didn't look fit, I didn't belong there. And instead of focusing on sports or showing up for myself, I poured everything into 2 things: studying and losing the damn weight. First bite and first time trying avocado in India. Cheers. It looks cute. It is good. It is pretty freaking good. मैंने ऊपर से sriracha डाली है and apart from that Thousand Island seasoning, it just hits the spot. So approved. ऐसा है? सही में एक्टिंग तो नहीं कर रहे? सही ना? अच्छा है?
वेरी टेस्टी।
ऐसा है ना?
मिर्ची ज़्यादा है। You have to be certain and you have to be strategic before you start pulling some petty little games. Of the person you are dealing with. So in your life as you want. Like you gotta check their life. Being to see your friends. Do they already have a ton of potential little people? Do they have free time extremely busy?
A quick grocery haul. I mean, snack haul. And I did get skinny. A lot skinnier than I'd ever been. Skinnier than I'd want to be now. But even then, it was never enough. I'd look in the mirror and still think, there's more to lose. It became a cycle I didn't know how to step out of. I was chasing a version of myself that didn't exist because no matter what, I always thought I was too much of something or not enough of something else. After school, I got into a relationship, probably within a year, and at first it was good, but over time, it slowly started breaking me down. It broke my self-esteem. It broke the parts of me that used to trust easily, that used to let people in. But still, I'm grateful for that relationship because it taught me life. It taught me a lot about people and even more about myself. I learned that I'm a giver. I give wholeheartedly. I wear my heart on my sleeve, but not everyone deserves that kind of love from me. And I learned the hard way that you have to protect your energy. You can't pour endlessly into people who only take. After that relationship, I gained weight. I wasn't happy in it, and I was constantly seeking escapes, food being one of them. And when I look back, I feel for that version of me, but I'm also so damn proud of her because she got out, even when it felt easier to stay, even when she questioned her worth, even when he lingered. And yeah, I still have a DM in my inbox from the same dude, but that's a story for another day. The timing worked out in a weird way, almost like the universe gave me an out. Right after that breakup, I got to visit my sister in Canada for a whole month. And being away from everything, I finally had the space to just feel, to sit with my thoughts, to untangle them, to be with myself. But I also ate through my emotions, and honestly, that's been a pattern for a long time. Eating to avoid feeling. Still, that trip cracked something open in me. It made me realize you don't always heal in a straight line. Sometimes you heal by falling apart first. When I came back from the trip, I was of course heavier, and naturally the comments started rolling in. How different I looked, how much weight I had gained, how I didn't look like the same person anymore. And they were right. I wasn't the same person, but for the first time, I didn't feel ashamed of that. In fact, I felt confident more than I had in years because no one could take those memories from me. No snide comment or judgment could erase what I had lived through. You can pick apart my body all you want, but this body, she carried me through heartbreak, pressure, grief, confusion, and she still showed up. She deserves to heal in peace, without opinions, without noise. So I joined back the gym, started slow, lost a little weight, and then went on another trip. Ate a little more, but this time when I came back, I bounced back faster. I started my weight loss journey at 88 kgs. Today I'm at 74. That's 14 kilos lighter. But what I'm most proud of isn't the number. It's that I'm no longer the girl who believes she's only worth when there's more to lose. Do I still want to lose more? Yes. But now I'm excited about that. Not desperate, not ashamed, just excited to meet the stronger version of myself. That doesn't mean I don't slip up. Some days I still struggle. I still fall into those dark body image spirals. I look back at photos of my skinniest self and there's a voice in my head that says, what if that was my peak? But then the next day, when I'm more in my brains and less in my feelings, I remind myself, she might have been skinny, but was she happy? Was she content? Did she ever feel like she was enough? No. So how on earth could that have been my peak? Just because of her weight? That's not a peak, that's a chapter. And I've closed it with love, but without wanting to go back. I am literally sweating right now, but I wanted to show you my wrap, and the first bite हम साथ में लेंगे. So look at that. I'm so excited. I love wraps and I love this recipe. Recipe भी क्या है? This is like a combination of things and having a low cal but still like very tasty wrap. Now, मैं ज़्यादा नहीं बोलूँगी. I'm just gonna get into it. Okay, bye. Hello, so for today's dinner I'm gonna have some chicken thighs. और मेरे दिमाग में ये idea आया that I should probably put them in between pav with cheese and some caramelized onion. अभी तक मेरे दिमाग में अच्छा sound कर रहा है, but right now we're gonna make it and try it out together. It didn't happen overnight, this shift in how I look at food, from comfort to fuel, from guilt to gratitude. Now when I eat a high protein meal, I know I'll be thankful later. Thankful at 11 PM when I don't feel the urge to sneak into the kitchen and make Maggie. Thankful that I gave my body what it needed, without restriction, without shame. I don't skip meals anymore because why would I do that to myself? I wouldn't skip meals for someone I love, so why would I do it to me? So I just watched a video on how to caramelize onion and I'm gonna do my best efforts at that. So the first I was to add some oil. I'm gonna add some oil. Hopefully that's not too little or too much. Onions.
In half, peel it, remove the top and bottom, remove browning and then add very little water. As soon as you see brown bits at the bottom.
Now I'm going to add some water. Wish me luck. I think it's working because बहुत ही बढ़िया smell आ रही है. Yes, I have goals. Yes, I tweak things. But starving myself to look a certain way, that's not how I want to live. I've only got one life and I've only got one Sanjana. And I owe it to her to be kind. That's also why this YouTube channel is so special to me. Because I get to show up fully as I am. Real, vulnerable, like I am right now. And the people who watch, especially the girls in my comments, you get me. You're kind, you're brave, you're open enough to say, yeah, I feel that way too. And honestly, that's what keeps me going. If even one of my videos helps you feel more confident in your body, if it nudges you to show up for yourself with love instead of punishment, then my purpose is fulfilled. Okay, I am sweating way too much. Delhi में बहुत ही ज़्यादा humidity है, so ignore that. But this is ready and I'm really excited to try. But आज मैं अकेले try नहीं करूँगी. मेरे साथ है मीना दीदी. Hello. मीना दीदी अलग अलग चीज़ें बना के मुझे खिलाती रहती है, but आज मेरी बारी. So, Mendi, let's try. Cheers, Mendi. Cheers. 10 में से कितने दोगे?
10 में से 20 दूंगी.
Okay, that was really sweet, but ये सही में बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छा है. The caramel is giving it a whole different kick and I love it. I'm gonna destroy these and ये मेरा dinner है. Well, that was me cooking and eating high protein meals, not because I have to, but because I love showing up for myself. And through consistency, dedication and kindness towards myself, I know I'm going to smash every goal I've set in my own time, in my own way. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.